We are continuing with questions of death of partner. Today we will be solving illustration number 3 as well as illustration number 4 for death of the partner in this particular lecture. Let's start with illustration number 3. The following is the balance sheet of ABC Bros and Company as on 31st December 2015, and balance sheet is also as on 31st December 2015. Start. Capital is given, all the points are given including provision for doubtful debts. C died on 3rd January 2016 and the following agreement was to be put into effect. Goodwill was to be valued at 3,000, so direct valuation of goodwill is given without using a goodwill account. Rupees 1,000 was to be paid away to the executors of the dead partner on 5th January 2016. Assets are revalued as so and so. Journal entry of the goodwill is to be given. Revaluation account, capital accounts of partner is to be given. Which account would be debited and which account would be credited, this will be solving separately. So we need to prepare revaluation account, capital accounts of partner, and we need to give one journal entry. Let us prepare revaluation account. This is revaluation account and partners capital account. Now they are not telling us to prepare balance sheet, so practically we will not be preparing balance sheet. We are preparing revaluation account, partners capital account. How many partners are there? There are 3 partners, A, B, C, so this will be 3 columnar. A, B, C, A, B, C. So this will be revaluation account and partners capital account. So we will be solving it in our normal manner, but as far as balance sheet is concerned, new balance sheet will not be preparing. So what to do first is, first let us find out old, new and sacrifice ratio, whatever is given in the question. There is nothing given in the question, is it alright? Yes, so practically there is no point given in the question. So A, B and C, we are assuming are equal partners, and after death of C, A and B will remain equal partners. So old ratio is 1:1, new ratio is 1:1, and sacrifice ratio is 1:1. So no need to find out that particular point. Assets were to be revalued. Machinery 5850 means plus 850. Furniture 2300 means minus 500. Inventory 750, it is 950, so minus 200. Let us first revalue the assets which are upward revaluation. Which is upward revaluation? Machinery. Machinery account debit to revaluation account. So revaluation account credit side by machinery will be 850 rupees. Furniture and inventory are to be reduced. So revaluation account debit to furniture and to inventory. To furniture, to inventory. It is 500 and 200. Let us go ahead in valuation. This point we have done. Goodwill was to be valued at 3,000. So each partner's share will be 3,000 into 1/3, that is 1,000. C is retiring, so he will be sacrificing. So his account will be credited. C's account will be credited. Is it all? Whose account will be debited? A and B. As sacrifice ratio is not given, they will be sacrificing in equal ratio. It will be 500 and 500. Is it all right? So this will be C account will be credited by A and B is 1,000 rupees. A and B will be debited to C's account 500 and 500. In the sacrifice ratio, as no ratio is available, we will be taking sacrifice ratio even as equal ratio. 1000 was to be paid away to the executors of the dead partner on 5th January 2016. Is it alright? So how much is paid to Mr. C was 1000. Is it alright? So let us pay to C 1000 rupees. C's account debit to bank. How much you are paying is 1000. Is it alright? You are paying exactly 1000 rupees. Is it alright? The journal entry for goodwill adjustment. We have given journal entry for goodwill adjustment. It is nothing but this. Revaluation account and capital accounts of partners we have already prepared. Just the totaling is pending. Is it alright? This will be 150. Will be divided to all partners A, B, and C equally, which is 50, 50, 50. By revaluation profit will be 50, 50, 50. Sorry, and this will be balance carried to balance sheet, whatever is the balance. This is revaluation account and capital accounts. Let us go to the last point which is given, which is nothing but this one. Which account would be debited and which account would be credited if provision for doubtful debt in the balance sheet was to be found out unnecessary to maintain at death of C? Is it all? So there is a provision for bad debt created. This is provision for bad debt created. They want to remove it. They want to remove it. Let us find out what can be the journal entry to remove it. First, which balance it is having? It is on asset side, but it is minus. So it is having credit balance. To close it, we need to debit it. Provision for bad debt or doubtful debt, and what is the amount? 300. Now understand, it should be ultimately credited to old partner's capital account. So you can credit it to A, B, and C, or you can credit it to revaluation account. Is it all right? Whatever it may be. Ultimately, revaluation account profit is also transferred to A, B, and C. You can directly even credit it to A, B, and C in equal ratio. So it will be 100, 100, and 100. Is it all right? Yes, as we need to complete a realization account, we need to also transfer general reserve, right? Anything else is to be transferred? No. Is it all right? So before telling revaluation account, we need to transfer general reserve in equal ratio. What is general reserve given is 1500. So it should be 500, 500, and 500. Is it all right? So general reserve should be transferred. Also CS died, so this will be balance carried to, and this will be to C's executor account, whatever is the balance. Is it all right? So this is how you solve the questions of death. This question, even if it was last second last illustration, it was extremely easy illustration, so you can easily solve it. Is it all right? Let us go to illustration number 4. B and N were partners. The partnership deed provided inter alia following: that the accounts be balanced on 31st December every year. The profits be divided as follows: 1/2 to B, 1/3 to N, and carried to reserve account will be 1/6. That in the event of the death of the partner, his executor will be entitled to following: capital as on the date of death, proportion of profit to the date of the death based upon the average profit of last 3 years completed years, share of goodwill based on 3 years purchase of average profit, and this is how it will be done. As on 31st December 2015, these are the balances. Capital account is not given, but the balances are given. Those are balance sheet is not given, but this balances are given. The profit for the 3 years were 42,000, 39,000, 2015 was 45,000. And died on 1st May, 31st December, April, January, February, March, April, and 1st May died. So after 4 months of balance sheet date. Show the calculation of M, share of profit, share of goodwill. Draw up an executor account as would appear in the firm's ledger, transferring the amount to loan account, etc. Basically, you need to prepare account of the partner who died, etc. and who died and. So we will be preparing practically an executor account. An executor account. It is as good as an capital account. And we'll be doing all the calculation for an executor account. So let us first find out share of profit. What does the question says? Question says half is given to B, 1/3 is given to N, and 1/6 is carried to reserves. So B is sharing half, N is sharing 1/3, and reserve is not a person, is it? It is just they are having rule to transfer 1/6, is it? So what is this ratio? It is 3:2:1, is it? So there is not a person. This much portion is transferred to reserve. So what is P&L ratio? Is 3:2 between B and N. This will be profit sharing ratio. 3:2 between B:2 and now whenever you draw executor account, always understand what N will be getting. His share of capital, whatever he is getting, I will be writing it on credit side. That's all right. Any reserves, if any will be transferred to him, whatever is in the balance sheet. Is there any reserve in balance sheet? Yes, there is a reserve in a balance sheet. Is it all right? Goodwill, share, the profit share between the balance sheet date and date of death. Profit share. Anything else written? No. The capital, the proportion of the profit, share of goodwill, and reserves if it is in balance sheet. Is it all? Now let us first transfer his capital account 60,000. So capital account fully he will be getting, which is 60,000. Then reserves is 30,000, will be divided in the ratio of 3:2. Is it all? And he will be getting 2 portion. So 30,000 reserves into 2 divided by 5, which is nothing but 12,000. Goodwill share that we need to calculate. What is goodwill first? His share of goodwill based on 3 years purchase of average profit of 3 preceding completed years. Let me find out average profit of 3 preceding completed years. 42,000, 39,000 and 45,000. Sorry, 42,000 plus 39 plus 45, 39,000 plus 45,000, total divided by 3 will be nothing but average profit. Is nothing but average profit. Let me find out. This is 42,000 plus 39,000 plus 45,000 divided by 3. 42,000 is nothing but average profit. Stop. But what is goodwill? Goodwill is nothing but 42,000 into 3 years purchase. 3 years purchase means multiplied by 3. Is it alright? This is 132,000. Am I correct? 126. 126,000. Is goodwill? Is it up? But he will be getting only his share of goodwill. So goodwill will be 1,26,000 multiplied by 2 divided by 5. 1,26,000 multiplied by 2 divided by 5 will be is equal to 50,400. His share of profit. How to find out his share of profit? Please try to concentrate on what is given in the question. The proportionate of profit to the date of the death based upon average profit of last 3 completed years. It is very simple. What is average profit of last 3 completed years? Of 42,000. So if 42,000 is a profit of 12 months, what will be profit of this? How many months he was there? 4 months. After that he died. Is it alright? So what will be profit of 4 months? There's question mark. Answer will be 42,000 into 4 divided by 12. It is 42,000 multiplied by 4 divided by 12 is 14,000. Understand, 14,000 will be total profit. He is not sharing 100%. So what will be his share? Will be 14,000 into 2 divided by 5 will be his share. 14,000 into 2 divided by 5 is 5,600. This is a total money he will be getting. Whatever he is having, now it is converted into loan of N. Whatever is the total should be transferred to loan of N. 60,000 plus 12,000 plus 50,400 plus 5,600 is nothing but 1,28,000. Will be transferred to an executor account. So this is how normally the questions of death is to be solved. Is it all? As we have solved a death question, try to understand. I will give you, whenever you find out the question of admission, retirement or death, if it is a full-fledged question, what should be the process? Number one, is it all? We have done this n numbers of times, but let me write it down. First, find out sacrifice ratio or new ratio. If sacrifice is given, find out new ratio. Then copy balance sheet at relevant places. One entry, because balance sheet is tallied sheet. Give double entry for adjustment. Give double entry for adjustment. For adjustment, you need to give one debit, another credit. Is it alright? Then valuation of goodwill is share of goodwill. Just all you things you should know. Is it alright? Tally down your revaluation account, capital account, and balance sheet. Is it alright? Tally all accounts and balance sheet. This process you should always remember. The point comes, whenever something is not asked, then you have to use your brain and only draw that much portion which is required in the answer. Like in this question, balance sheet was not asked, so I didn't went through full-fledged balance sheet and solved it only in this manner. So this is how you should go ahead with all the type of questions. Hereby, we have completed admission, retirement, death, goodwill of partners. Normally, this is asked for 8 to 10 marks in ICAI foundation examination. You should be careful in this type of questions, because normally the level of difficulty of this type of question will be higher, because this questions you already learned at your lower standard, that is 11th and 12th standard. That does not mean you should much worry about it. If you are logically clear of what you are doing, say valuation of goodwill, I have seen n numbers of students just mugging up everything. If this is the question asked, this is not asked, then what should be done in valuation of goodwill? They just mug it up. It is better to understand is whenever you are valuing goodwill, why you are valuing the goodwill. Because sacrificing partner, you should credit his share multiplied by his sacrificing ratio, and gaining partner, his account should be debited. If you logically know why you are doing it, believe me, every time you will be doing it perfectly. Sorry, if it is given in the balance sheet, if it is not given in the balance sheet, don't do it. Otherwise, just try to understand that old partners should be getting benefit of it, and new partners should bring in some amount of goodwill, or his account should be at least debited. Hereby we complete partnership in your foundation ICAI.